What's up guys, my name is Sparky Midori, otherwise known as the Prince of Darkus, and before I say anything about this video, let me explain how I may look and or sound. I can't tell if I look or sound bad or not, because I'm currently operating on roughly around 3 hours of sleep, because I decided, like an absolute smart moron, to record this video at the ungodly hour of around 1:30 in the morning, and I had so many edits and cuts it wasn't even funny, and then I couldn't go to sleep. I eventually did at around 3:30 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. No, 3:30 to 4 a.m. You can see I'm not awake or well with my space. And then I went out today for more than I would assume. I want to assume around 4 to 5 hours. I was out today. I was in a car. We were driving around. I went and I got some Bakugan stuff. I met some friends I haven't seen in absolute years. I mean literal years. We spent a lifetime apart practically. I got to introduce him to Bakugan. I can't talk and he'd go to bed soon. Excuse me, Mr. Truck. I have this much patience right now, and it's my fault. I was so stupid to make videos at that ungodly hour instead of just doing it at early hours. But anyway, regardless of all that nonsense, I was with my friend today that I haven't seen in absolute years, and it's probably gonna be on another video later or something, but I was with that friend and we were walking around the mall that he hadn't seen in years, because he's been out of he moved out of state or province, whatever you want to call it, years ago. But he came back and I showed him the new mall. Well, it's like an extension. We had one existing part of the mall and it's built on. I showed him the built on part, and there was the Toy Kingdom where I buy all my Bakugan. There's a Checkers where I buy all my other Bakugan, and there's a Toys R Us. Yes, Toys R Us still exists in other countries, but there's a Toys R Us, and the Toys R Us never really had Bakugan. I mean, it had some, not a lot. But my other friend, Luke, who was in the video where I did the little promo event at Toy Kingdom, was in the mall at the same time I was somehow, miraculously. It wasn't planned. He ran up to me and he called me over. He said, "Dude, I messaged you on your phone. Why aren't you looking at your messages? Get to Toys R Us." So we, all four of us, me, him, and my friend and his little brother, all ran to Toys R Us. My friend doesn't know what Bakugan is. Luke knows what Bakugan is. Well, no, my old friend knew what Bakugan was, doesn't know too much about the new Bakugan. Besides the point. We all run to Toys R Us, and I see shelves upon shelves upon shelves of Resurgence. And that is amazing. Well, not Resurgence cards, sadly, but Resurgence Bakugan, or at least wave 3 or 4. 3 or 4? 3 or 4. A lot of the stuff I didn't get to take pictures. I got to take this really cringy video. Either you saw it up here or on screen after I'm done talking. But I took this really cringy video as a makeshift improv intro thing. I didn't have anything prepared. My phone was about to die. I had no photos, no video. It was a mess. But some of the Bakugan we saw there included Chaos Kirkelius. We saw the Pyrus Gortheon starter pack. We saw the Chaos Nilia starter pack. We saw the Pyrus Fangzor starter pack. We saw the I said Chaos Kirkelius single pack. We saw the Ventus Kirkelion triple pack. We saw some of the new bunch of battle packs. We saw a bunch of single ultras. We saw a bunch of new cores. But sorry, okay, ignore all that. I can't recall all of them. I'm half asleep. I have photos on screen of the ones I took or videos I took, but it included like the fixed Dragonoid heads. The horns are actually fixed down. But besides all that, I walked away with one Bakugan, and a Bakugan I never thought I'd see the light of day in reality. That doesn't make sense, but please forgive me, I'm half asleep. Boom! Boom! I finally got it. Darkus Nilius Ultra. This is a Bakugan I've had my eyes on for a long time, mainly because of the exploit where you roll it backwards and it picks up 2 cores. But also because I never ever saw this Bakugan. If you remember a while back, I made a video showing some of the Wave 3 Bakugan or Wave 4 Bakugan that were in the Toy Kingdom, which included a Chaos Nilius Ultra starter set, or starter pack. And as far as I'm aware, sorry, I had a brain fart. As far as I'm aware, Darkus Nilius Ultra single is supposed to be a part of that same wave with the Chaos Nilius Ultra starter set. And I could never ever find this Bakugan. I could always find the Chaos Nilius Ultra triple pack, but never a single Darkus Nilius Ultra. And there were 2 on the shelf. And I mean, okay, to give you an idea, in the video or photo, we had just walked into Toys R Us as they had finished packing the shelves. These things were packed all the way up to the very beginning of the shelf. So from the way back all the way to the front of the shelf, these things were stocked with Bakugan. Booster packs, cards, you name it, they had it. They even had a deck of Bakugan. They had some collector's cases, I think. Although I could be wrong, but whatever. They had just finished packing the shelves. And I scoured the whole damn shelf. I took out every single Bakugan. I packed them all back, don't worry. I'm not a savage. I packed out every single Bakugan, and there wasn't a single diamond Bakugan or set. Not a single one. So, I got this instead, because there was only 2 of this thing on the shelf. Only 2. And I got one of them. So, hip hip hooray for me. So, enough dilly-dallying, bibber blabbering, and my personal life, and actually get to unboxing this bad boy. And bam! Before you all, I present the newest big boy to assemble with my army of other big boys. So, like I said in the other unboxing videos, I am looking to try and trade some of these away if someone can offer me a Bakugan that I think I really want. But this can change. If it ever does, I'm not going to say. If it does, I want someone to point it out in the comments, and let's have a little fun game with that in the future if I ever get to trade some of these away. So let's actually get to opening this thing. Let me show you some of the packaging. So, normal Ultra Bakugan up there. 2 cores, 2 shields, comes with an ability card, I believe, and it's a difficulty level 3 to close. That scares me. That actually scares me. But also, it kind of doesn't, because Garganoid Ultra is a difficulty level 3, and I close at Bakugan with relative ease now. Mansonoid is level 2, was the hardest for me to close ever. And then Hydrus is level 1, but was still kind of hard to close. This, I don't know. Let's see how it is to close anyway. So, over here, as you can see, we got how to play the game. We don't need this. We don't know how to play the game. But here, I'm very curious to see what is on this checklist. It's like the very minimalistic checklist with nothing on it. Whatever, that's fine. But let's check what cores we got. Just cut that off. The one core already fell out. And the other one. Let's look at the one that fell out first. Minus 200B on a Bakugan that lands on it, and the other one is plus 400B for a Darkus or Aquas Bakugan. Sorry, I want to zoom in my camera, but if I do that, the camera's going to do that freaky thing with the lines again, and I don't want that. And what kind of cards do we have here? I know we get a character card, and it looks like we also get an action or some other card. I don't want to bend it. Hold on. Okay, so since we are using international release packs, we get, of course, not 1, not 2, but 3 Nilius Ultra character cards, and Nilius Ultra, as you know, if it picks up a shield core, that goes from 200B to 600B, which is good, considering I can pick up 2 cores at once, but that effect doesn't double, as far as I'm aware. Decent attack at 6, so that can go 12, that's okay. And the card we get with it is actually, where's the English one? Here's the English one. It is actually Shadow Breath. Take control of a hero. Now, I have 2 of these cards now. Well, no, I'm lying. I have 4 of these cards now in the same gold print. Awesome. I could trade some of these away. And yes, before anyone asks, All language cards are legal as far as I'm aware. Now for the Nilius. Now I don't want to break it, and it looks extremely fragile considering its heads. So, oh jeez. And there he is, kind of. The tail, if you don't know, if you're buying this, the tail is kind of pulled back a bit so it can fit in the packaging. But you have to kind of force it down a little bit to get it there. Okay, I didn't have to force the tail back anymore, but it kind of just, it closed. But I'm still kind of worried. Focus please, camera. If you see, this head is kind of more wobbly than this one. Oh, I know, that's the same amount of wobble on both heads. I'm an idiot. But anyway, let's see how this guy rolls. He should just like pop up and stand like an absolute unit, as Jet Kuso said. So let's find your tail. So if I could land it properly, that would be fine. Okay, so I don't know if the audio is going to do that weird thing again because the lines happened. But if you didn't see that, this Nilius, okay, picked up the core and landed perfectly fine. So this thing does have a good chance to pick a core up and stand properly. But I'm going to make a proper hive matrix and see if I can get him to do that trick where he picks up 2 cores at once if you roll them backwards. So give me a second. Okay, Nilius backward roll in 3, 2, 1. And it's 2 cores. How awesome is that? So it would have taken me from 200 to 600 to 1,000 to 1,050, no, 1,150, and 7 attack. This thing is absolutely broken. Okay, so I'm gonna leave off now and actually go to bed because it's almost midnight again and I actually need to get some sleep. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, then please hit the like button down below, which shows me you guys want to see more unboxings. And if you want to see more videos in general when they come out or unboxings, then you can subscribe to the channel and get notified when new videos come out by hitting the little bell. And please share your love for Bakugan with the world by sharing this channel and other Bakugan channels. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, there's my hand.